What's up, y'all? I'm going to a sausage fest soon, but I'm gonna play a little bit of this first. Yep, there you go. I just had question mark, especially with me. That was so weird. Oh man, eggnog is fucking good. Lena, the time is truly no more. I know, my lord. What matters otherwise? I believe you would be willing to speak for the past if pressed. I remain afraid to do so. Afraid of what I might learn about a stranger of you. Forgive me, there is no time. You could probably say a few things, bro. We're not like in that big of a hurry. Indeed, time must be made. We shared all the feelings that accompanied them. The gorillas ought to come before, and nothing will ever change that. It will change the meaning to one another. If we have made you worry, then I beg your forgiveness. Heavens know you deserve better. With the darkest of times, you have kept faith with me, standing tall as a proud daughter of the Crystarium. As an example to us all, I count myself blessed to have you in my life, and I want you to know that. Why do you speak so, as if for our last meeting? Truly you have a knack for making people worry. Besides, if you are an example to us all, you who have led us through the countless trials will lead us through countless trials to come. So go, my lord, do what you must, but take care. The ward holds! Excellent. Elidibus is still within the tower. Our foe's soul's purpose is to destroy you. Then he summoned heroes from the reflection, empowering himself with our hope, even as you occupy your comrades. Do the best easily as you did the depths. By any measure, the odds are now stacked in favor. Twits, bear no preparation, my friend. I shall lift the ward once you are ready. Look at that. There's a giant ward. You may now enter the Heroes Gauntlet with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open Trust Interface and Duty Face. Are you ready then? You should lift the ward. It is time we finish this! And finish it we shall, for no hero or foe summoned to this side shall ever compare to you. And as for me, all that I could summon, your side will ever harder than I swear I watch. So come, my friend, let us finish this once and for all.
Not here either. We must keep climbing.
Nine!
"'Twas but a matter of time. I cannot keep up with you, nor will it avail us to make a stand here. You must go on without me. Find Elidibus and stop him. Worry not, my friend. Though I am no warrior, I have learned to hold my own over the years. When first we explored this tower, you and your fellow adventurers formed the van, while I was left to follow in your wake. Suffice it to say, I was not best pleased with the arrangement. How I wished that I could join you. And now I have, here where it all began. I was right to trust in you, and the power of your legacy, of your name, to let them guide my every deed.
For Elidibus is my name, and my mission, guiding my every deed.
I did, but I chose not to walk them, thank the gods. Why ever would you ask me such a thing?
Bro, because there's other shit you could do.
Elidibus spoke in similar terms, you say? How curious. To answer your question, then, I made my choice for reasons which seemed obvious to me, but may not to any other. There were the expectations I placed upon myself before beginning my slumber, and the expectations of those who roused me. Of course, I had the choice to turn my back on a lot of it, but in the end, it was no choice at all. I cherish the time I spent with you and the others. What I wouldn't give to return to those halcyon days. Chasing ancient secrets, overcoming trial after trial with the aid of like-minded comrades, and what remarkable comrades they were. In such company, I felt as if I were a character in the epic tales that had stirred my heart as a boy, as if my dream had come true. It hadn't, of course, for I was no hero. Neither then nor after. Though the world to which I awakened and the first were beset with myriad problems, I rarely knew how best to play my part. There was, however, one thing of which I was certain: that I could not bear to let those dear to me meet a tragic end. I'm afraid our time is up. Go! Rest assured, you haven't seen the last of me. I wouldn't dream of playing my trump card save in your presence.
Memories of a possible future. Worthless. All. Worthless as memories of the only past. Fated to fray and fade into oblivion. Leaving naught but a gaping void. The Waking Sands. Yes, that was the place. The place I first made myself known to you and yours. The seventh rejoining had left the realm listing dangerously towards darkness, and events were unfolding that threatened to push it over the brink. Thus did I approach you in my capacity as emissary, thinking that you would make a useful pawn. But I was wrong. And for my misstep did La Habrea and Emet-Selch pay the ultimate price, leaving me the last of the Unsundered. My remaining brethren, fragmented as they are, cannot hope to see our mission to its end. It falls to me alone. Defeat is not an option. I will strike you down. I will resurrect Lord Zodiac, and I will bring back those who sacrifice themselves to call him forth. Though it take 1,000 years, upon my honor as Elidibus, emissary of the Convocation of 14, I will see this done.
But know that his devotion is not without reason, even if he himself can no longer remember what that reason is. You worry too much, Elidibus. This dedication of duty verges on obsession. Ooh, the masks. What am I putting together? What am I putting together here? Those who once are led upon you, how hard you serve.
What of it? I have my mission. I am Elidibus, and it is my duty to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. This I swore to someone. We spoke, and I swore. What? What did I... This pain, this torment, is nothing. No more than must be suffered to deliver the world from its doom. No more than any of you malformed creatures have known. Even should you lose all that is dear to you, even should it cost you your life, you bear the burden and fight on, kicking and screaming until your last breath is spent!
Aye, it's true. We've lost much and more. Known unimaginable suffering. But through it all, we never, ever forgot what was dear to us. And that's what gave us the strength to carry on.
No! It will not end here! Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call! The time is come to deliver your brethren from darkness. My heart's sole desire is a world free of sorrow. Join with me now in hope and prayer for the salvation of all! If you would usher in the end, then with my all shall I oppose you. As the avatar of those mortal heroes who fought unfalteringly in all their imperfection. As the warrior of light incarnate. Come, warrior of darkness. Let us finish this.
Hey, it's Cecil.
What?
Herein I commit the chronicle of the traveler, shepherd to the stars in the sky. May the world be sundered and our souls set adrift. Where you walk, my dearest friend, and fate shall surely fall. For yours is the 14th seat, the seat of Azim.
An invocation of Eld. Though not of Hydaelyn's making. What are you? No, it matters not. You are the enemy, and you will fall. Even should it cost me everything, I will not forsake my duty.
What else can I work on? Oh, no, that's fine. I have to do this when I get back. We'll leave this morning, right? Alright. Let's see if there's better equipment here. Oh, this is all level 72. What do I get level 74 gear? Well, let's Where are these bugs at? Do, 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 do. Oh, here we go. Maybe they'll sell better gear up here. Shop here. Okay. So we're looking for weird birds and fluffy face. No. There's weird birds. Oh, I need one. Well. Alright, weird birds. Over here somewhere. Oh, I see him. Oh wait, no, it's, I wanted that. First things first. Uh, 70. proclivity too. What? Why? This guy just sells food. This guy also just sells food. Alright. They're like... over here-ish. If I remember correctly. Oh, it's because this is... No, I don't know why. Oh, these guys too. Cool. Alright. Emerald, that's here. Okay. Okay. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Is it over here? I don't remember. We're gonna... Oh my gosh, come on. Do it.
For my people, for our world, I will strike you down.
Barf. Alright, who's the best? You look like you're the best. You can have this. Don't click, it's too slow. Click on what? QT, mash keyboard, or keyboard button. Two things you need to know. We have quite a few newbies. Hi all, first time here. Be gentle. Me too. Why? MSQ is why. Looks like we have quite a few newbies. Listen up. Two things you need to know. Smash keyboard or controller button. Don't click, it's too slow. The other thing is, later on you will see two laser stacks on the healers. Don't overlap them. Thanks for tips. The rest can be figured out on your own.
This battle shall be our last.
Forgot to play dancer. I have to dance! Ready to mash! This is fun. Here we Ascians have been forced to retreat time and again, and we will meet our demise. I did it! That was a lot of work. I mashed. You had to mash so hard. I smashed 4 buttons at once. You clutch the crystal Azim to your breast and wish upon it with all your hearts. And so it ends in unceremonious silence. Or does it? Chartreuse!
You! It cannot be! To me, warriors of light! I am salvation given form. Mankind's first hero and his final hope. For victory, I render up my all. Your demise will be ours. You still stand. Be gone, Lord of Shadow! Darkness must be destroyed!
Dark out first. Oh.
Flagging prayer, I am invincible! My soul knows no surrender. Oh, grant me strength! My path!
Oh, so close.
Begone, spawn of shadows! No. I cannot fail. I will not.
We did it, boys!
Fool! You have achieved nothing. I am immortal, yet I will never surrender.
Elidibus, so fixated were you on my memories of the future, you failed to heed the lessons of the past. Your obsession blinded you to the true nature of this tower, this beacon of hope for mankind. Created to serve as a reservoir for the limitless energy of the heavens, to harness and bind the boundless, not unlike white auracite. Your ill-begotten power, obtained by exploiting that which is best in us. I shall have it. Your soul and all!
This... Yes. I would become him. I would save everyone. This, I believed. Yet still they cried out in rage and despair. Divided over the fate of the star. A rare occurrence, always fleeting. But not this time. Not this time. Reconciliation. Elidibus. I was needed. I withdrew myself from Zodiac. For them. My people. My brothers, my friends, stay strong. Keep the faith. At duty's end, we will meet again. We will. We will. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it.
I concede I may have overexerted myself. Steady now and listen. I told you before that I had a plan, and that when all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you. We have averted the 8th Umbral Calamity, found a way for everyone to return to the source, and, last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrand. We have won, my friend. So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged, promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask. If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me? Thank you. My friend, with you, my mind and memory shall travel to the ends of the world and beyond. But in this place shall my body stand immovable. May it serve as an undying promise, not only to those who look to me for leadership, but to any soul who has known despair, that hope is everlasting.
the Exarch would remain, keeping his silent vigil. When the Scions were not released from his summoning spell, we proceeded with the plan to return them to the Source. The Warrior of Darkness, however, retained her ability to traverse the two worlds at will. And in time, the Crystal Tower became a symbol of her link to the First, and of hope.
All right. That was very emotional. But now I must depart. I'll be back later. All right? Shouldn't I be the one who asked you? Yes, I'm fine, thank you. We all are. People are fine, the city's fine, the showers have stopped. It's almost as if we've gone back to a peaceful days that followed the night's return. Almost. If you are ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. So he reached out to Elidibus at the last, and his heart was moved. I'm not sure I did the right thing. Perhaps you did, perhaps you did not. None can say. But the important thing is this. Though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams, do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brother bore for one another in the star may yet be rewarded. You said that an ancient came to the aid, but how is that possible? Possible! The gift from Emma Selk. He knew of Elidibus' plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elidibus' suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. Or so I widely speculate. It is unlikely we will ever know the truth. Best we can do is remember events as they happened, no more and no less. As the Runkins so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Ah, there you are! My friend, we are given to understand you are injured. Shouldst thou not be a bed? Lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I wish I had come sooner. The guards not made such a fuss. Now tell me what's happened. Where is the Exarch? Oh man, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. He's part of the tower now. The end. Oh man, I just told this story like 5 seconds ago. I see. Will you show me his spirit vessel? Yes, both his soul and memory seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his ether was not highly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the imbuing. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Then 'tis but a question of restoring his soul into his flesh, and as thou didst tell me, the success of this process resteth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as his own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source with Reachtown, one would think his soul would only be too happy to be home, no? Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of its accommodations. So one would hope, but none can speak of the Exarch's heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all of my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essences blend properly? Will he awaken full of mind? Any number of things could go awry. Assuming I've exceeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single word reply, yet the answer I received was rather longer than that, almost comically so. In fact, regardless of the respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetical license. As I grew older, the burdens I carried became more enormous, burdens which weighed upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. But when I looked around me, I am reminded that no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see, in Vow 3, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in El-Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause, or to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who choose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly, since the very beginning of time they have all shared one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There, I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think, then, the outpouring of a dewy-eyed boy, not the old man the Exarch seems to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he's blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains the essence, after all. You say, once we leave, there is no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now is the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Slitherbow. Let us reconvene here anon. There remain a few matters that require mine attention in Ilmig. May I have Thancred in thy care, child? I have been meaning to get some flowers from Infilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and they would go to Nabath, Arena, Aladang together one last time. Fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to Eulmore for me, amongst other things. I owe the mayor an apology about his airship. I assume you have places to go out, let's say. I shall see you later. What's up, girl? As you probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head. But I want you to come to too. Of course, baby! I realize you don't need to say any farewells, but the Exarch does, if only in spirit. So I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. Of course. I'm sure I'd love the thought of being lunched around in a hero's sack. So let's be off, shall we? I can't wait to see Haralert stewing. Halric, oh gods, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quickly, we have to find him. Well, let's say I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Halric, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They're planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's a relief. So we should return to the graveyard then? There he is. I was afraid he'd wandered off again. Oh no, there's no need to worry. Halric's safe and well. He's been showing good progress and he likes to go for walks of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. I wasn't aware he had a family there. He doesn't. It's Teslin, her sword, that is. We buried it here in her honor. So he remembers. What brings you back so soon out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. Oh no, it's nothing. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured the treatments will continue. Beg Luke will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You didn't mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. You say we're sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you, truly. Happy and grateful, you've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible, and we'll see your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here after their time. So rest easy and take care. We wish you happiness. Thank you. I will miss you all. But isn't it time to say farewells quite yet? So if there are any tasks that need doing, planting bees, fetching water, and what have you, just say the word. I mean to make use of every last moment here, after all. Time left to you is precious. That's right, Halric. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you too, so never forget them. And neither will I. What? I'm not crying, just said Sanamai, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could look in on the others. Alphanod, for instance, if Serena's crying, it will be him.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart can bear.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord VIII, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward. What struck me than I did.
It felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation event.
You can still come a bearer. There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist, you have our love, now and always.
And you mine. Please take care.
It's a strange feeling, Bridgetown. To stand in the company of our friends knowing that I'll never see them again, I struggle to reconcile in my own mind. But this I know, I shall cherish the memories of Novrand, of every soul I met here the rest of my days, and I shall look forward to the tales of their endeavors. Forgive me, I realize I never asked you a business thought. Here, can I be of assistance? I'm just checking on everybody, making sure you guys are doing okay. Plus your sister said you're a big crybaby. She said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I'm quite alright now, unlike her by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Ariange next. Given his conversance with idiosyncrasies of the Fae folk, I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries that I may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I'd feel better if they were to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. But yeah, I got the fucking time. I'm gonna check on everybody. There's goddamn stories. Whatever. Can I get some better paladin armor while I'm here? No, I cannot. These are all just exchanges. Gear exchange, material. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Where that guy's down. Ah, you should have pressure of opening a guest, even as my own occupation draweth to a close. Bring it thee hither. I should always grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm, which hath been his home these 100 years. Noble gesture. As for Master Alphino's concerns, I may trust sure that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our fairy friends have agreed to assist in transportation of these tomes. To the Captain of Curiosity, not more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou dost come, for I have some meaning to show something to thee. An object I chanced to find after the victory over Elidibus. It's more crystals or something. Though it hath lost its radiance, it is unmistakable crystal of light, one that did in all likelihood once again hard, but it is a crystal. Having once interred with his body, I would have remained upon his person after the possession of Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive mine indelicacy, consumed by the foe as fuel for his transformation, I paused that the crystal did tumble free. Save that which doth abide in thee. It is all that remaineth of our friend, and if thou art willing, I would have thee delivered unto Seto. Oh, Seto. I can think of no worthy recipient than he, and more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever thou wilt find the Amaro in Wolkeldorf. Oh, thanks, Rich Town. Poor Seto. He's such a good boy. Awful glad I am to see you safe and well. Rumors speak of a strange spectral foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So to what do you owe the pleasure of this visit?
Is that Ardbert's crystal?
Oh, Seto.
So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it? Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it. Pardon? Very well. Oh, how can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Ardbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
Oh, Sato. Ah, thou art returned to sad times, bro. He was all sad, Hippopotamus. Remarkable. 'Twas fated that thou shouldest be the one to overtake this task, I think. As Ardbart liveth, so in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Norvant. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of life for generations to come. Money! Now, assuming the intent is to continue thy tour, man, I suggest that the brow's next destination. Perhaps tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect each toll is heavier than most. Suffice it to say, a pair of helping hands may not know. There. Oh, what's this? Have you come to spy on me? I have. Zurianje truly thinks so slow of me? What the nerve! Loath as I am to disappoint, but my affair is in order some time ago. I've even bid my farewells. Everyone save Runar, that is. He's nowhere to be seen.
Master Matoya. For too long I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Runar, please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day,
On such a day.
you may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Runar, really?
How precious. Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Anyway, it is time to head back to Christarum, shall we? Oh, you still have to take a look at the Exarch to Nabeth Alereng, I see. Very well, you can look it on Thinkard while you're about it. It is difficult for Will, and I'm sure he would appreciate your support. Path goes through Twine. If you wait there, you're likely to meet him on your way back, if not before. Look at that. Hey, you too? What is this, Bloody Name Day? I see. Yes, Thinkard was here. Nidhering too. They said they wanted to go to Nabath Eleden, so I gave them the use of the trolley. That's right, the old girl's up and running again. We didn't just put her back in together, mind you. So with a little bit of help from Master Chai, we made her faster. And stronger. Oh yes, the future of trolleys is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it might be time. Time to reach for the stars of the trolley, the door for all trolleys. If you ask me, we'd better off making them smaller. That way we can fit in narrow shafts. But that's genius. I didn't think of that. Enough, you can daydream on your own time in case you've forgotten our party is to have more working trolleys. That's how we turned the Chai News, by the way, not to make the one trolley but to go faster, but it needed help getting the 2 Talos back in working order. See? We were testing them when the airship came down. As a matter of fact, you see the habit of crashing things. We're back. Our thanks to the loan of the trolley. Oh, what are you doing here? Don't tell me there's a waiting for us. That's relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I'm ready to leave, or as ready as I've ever been. That's probably what's going on. You off to somewhere? You could say that. So you're heading home, just a simple miner. I don't know much about this world traversing business. But the young lady there, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place at stay at the Crystarium and don't want it for anything. Besides which, I've recently made a new friend. Her name is Gaia, and she'll always be there if I need her, just like you lot. So please don't worry, I'll be fine, really. If you say so. It being a matter of life or death, I suppose you have to leave, but I for one still will be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I could bear to be parted from my family. No, but it's for the best. The Linnea has chosen to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities and wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy you your dilemma. Well then, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you call on us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Thank you, Magnus, everyone. Shall we then? If you're nowhere left to visit, we can go back to Crystarium together. Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It's just, I used to know that everyone would leave one day, and I'd always hope and pray that we would find a way to send them home, but now that time's come, I just feel lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together just long enough to say things that I need to say, but I'm not sure I can do it. You're right. Thank you. I feel braver already. Go on ahead. I'll join the others. I'll be along. I have to take a few deep breaths.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Becklug undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Everyone? I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on, without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Might we also say a few words?
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety.
And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
I, a more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted. All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him. Will you tell him this? Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready? Alright, let's not keep the others waiting. Oh, there you are. I take it you're ready for your journey. The spirit vessels are primed and the company complete. At a word, we shall begin. This whole minutes over cutscenes of playing secrets. Recommend you set time aside. Yep, let's do this. Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right, then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls, then. We're in your hands, Angelo.
It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls! I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
This will work, won't it?
Our theories have held thus far. But I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains, then, is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
did it? Are we?
We're home.
Oh, you're back! You're back! You're all back!
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of potatoes, but otherwise, I've never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
What? But you've only just got here.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
Some days later.
What is it, Alize? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight.
It's my girl.
But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right. For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favorite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
That's my girl.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat. Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Excellent.
Hey, it's Brotown.
Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think I...
Graha, really?
Right. I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Grahatia, at your service. When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help! Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
Yeah, girl.
What? Now wait, just a... Here we go again.
I will join the fray when I've finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh. So it was that a new adventure began.
Who's this? Oh, it's our friend.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom. Splendid. Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace. Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree? But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I?
Oh, it's that guy. It's the brother of, what's her name?
Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart, that my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions. Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc-wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment! Your radiance, but give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless.
Do as you will. It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes. To reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse. Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
Tell me, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier in my tone and mannerism? I Thought a bit familiar than formal. If we are to be comrades, but now I worry that maybe attracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps I may consider it a nod to my regrettable less than humble beginnings. Yes, that will do. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it is easier when I had a mission to consume me every waking moment. It provided me with focus, constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I had quite forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I really felt so exhausted or hungry. If all I did was bend the bow, I would be limited use to having adventures, so I shall persevere. Whoever I might have been before, I am now a scion and experienced at that, a green initiate eager to learn the best and contribute to the cause. And he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. That's right, mofos. That's me. Whoa. Greetings! Come in and look at our friends. Rest assured, everyone is quite well. I've been keeping close eye on them. They have satisfied myself with find help. As a matter of fact, we're just about to convene in Dawn's respite to discuss how best to pent up energy. Let's join them, shall we?
Well, my friends, now that we have all settled back into our bodies, it is time we resumed our duties in earnest. Let us speak of our plans.
Ever since the Emperor's death, it's been one unsettling rumor after another. I have a mind to pay a visit to Garlemald to ascertain the truth of the matter.
A prudent endeavor. 'Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat, not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows. In light of which possibility, I shall accompany thee on thy mission. Be assured that thou shalt find me more a help than a hindrance. Thou requirest another to imbue thine ammunition, dost thou not?
Assuming that's settled, there's something I've been meaning to look into as well.
Welcome back, everyone!
Lise!
You're fine now, right? No more headaches or keeling over?
That's right. We're fighting fit and raring to go.
The famous Lise Hext, former scion and hero of the Alamegan resistance.
I don't believe we've met.
Really? It's so easy to assume that all Archons are acquainted. But then I suppose your fields of expertise are rather different.
Grahatir, at your service. I have read much and more about your exploits, Commander. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Likewise. The others told me all about you.
Do not be so sure. Words scarcely do justice to the vital role he played in our victory in the first. A more dependable comrade one would be hard-pressed to find.
Oh, right. I did glance at the report. But I'd be lying if I said I understood half of it. Well, that's a lot to take in. Just to be clear, this means we're not heading for another calamity, does it?
Shorn of their unsundered master's leadership, what Ascians remain shall struggle to see their plans to fruition. And though I would ever advise caution, I believe we may rest easy for a time.
I'll take that as a yes. Even so, I don't know what to make of this business about Hydaelyn and Zodiac being primals.
A difficult truth to bear, yes. But at last we understand the nature of our adversary. And if there are no further calamities, neither will there be rejoinings, meaning Zodiac will never regain his full strength. Even so, as the oldest and mightiest of primals, he remains a force to be feared. Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak, and it falls to us to ensure that it is never again brought to bear upon this star.
But tell us, Lys, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
What do you mean? Isn't seeing my long-lost comrades reason enough? All right, there was one other matter. I have a message from the Alliance.
Of course.
And before you ask, yes, it's about the Empire.
I like it.
So,
Some good sass.
after Emperor
Yes,
Varus's
yes.
assassination, it seems his cousin Nerva made a bid for the throne. The trouble is, he wasn't the only one with designs on it, and it didn't take long for a civil war to break out. And it's not just in the provinces. Early reports say huge swathes of the imperial capital have been reduced to rubble. The Alliance will soon convene in Alamigo to decide on a course of action, and we were hoping you'd come along.
Well, as it happens, Urianger and I were just this moment planning a little trip to Garlemald, and we should be grateful for any advice the Alliance can provide on how best to make the most of our visit.
To Alamigo, then.
Why don't you go on without me? There's something I need to look into.
Oh, forgive me. You were just telling us. What is it, if I may ask?
I want to find a way to cure the Tempered.
Of course. You think it may be possible to adapt the treatment you use to help those corrupted by the Sin Eaters?
I'm sorry, a cure for tempering? But that would change everything. Alizé, consider yourself uninvited. Go and find us this cure.
I'll do my best. I was hoping you might join me. Don't worry if not, though. I won't hold it against you if you'd rather attend a stuffy meeting.
Girl, you crazy.
I knew you'd say yes.
I'll come too. If you don't mind, that is.
Meh, it's okay.
Mind? I'm sure they would be glad of your company. Pray, enjoy your time together with your hero.
No. That's not... I mean, I simply thought my knowledge might be of some use.
We shall be on our way then. Godspeed.
I set out to save Halric. I think Gabu was always at the back of my mind, and having proved that light had corrupted and not lost, I'm convinced it was the same picture for the temper. Citadels corrupted by sinners, the ether of Gabu's soul has been seen rendered stagnant. And though the root cause is different, perhaps the solution is the same. There's been no mention reason by hypothesis, I say, and it warrants full investigation. If there's so much of a chance we can save Gabu, we have to try, but however, much like to race over to Limsa and set to work, there's no room for recklessness when a child's life is at stake. As I'm sure Baluk will remind us, we still know a lot less than the soul. Any number of things go wrong, exercise do. And so before attempting anything, we should know all the possible ways we can about tempering. That's just one problem. Research into the condition has long since ground to a halt, and combined work of the many scholars involved doesn't exactly amount to a wealth of knowledge. None of the modern scholars, perhaps, but what if the ancient counterparts? I know the Elegans took a more than passing interest in the subject. And if they're found somewhere, it should really be in the Ethereal Chemical Research Facility. Where they experimented on primals and their worshippers. Yeah, good thinking. I've actually been there myself, and I read the reports on Azila. That means we'll be needing an airship. Hi, an airship, you say? Meet me at the northern bank of Silvertear Lake. We've got a little surprise for you. Oh, come prepared. Tee-hee, tee-hee. I'm gonna call my buddy back. So. What's up, homies? I'm back. He might call me back, though, so we'll see. No, I'll be fine. Well, as long as for sure, but if you feel like switching places, just say the word. This place is, like, super far. No, how can this be? What, our tents are still there. What's wrong? Water's still there. It's still nighttime. What's wrong? Nothing's changed. Is that the problem? I think that explains it. It's yellow, is that the problem? I don't quite understand. Light, does this mean there's still too much of it in the empty? I'm no expert. This might be a result of losing control when you restored the ice element. Even though I tried to use darkness to hold back the light spewing forth, it seems it wasn't enough. Then we're right back to where we started. This is all my fault. What are you talking about? No, right. You must have blamed yourself. Ugh! You have returned to me. Restore the darkness while you still can. A familiar voice, an inescapable fate, the promise of salvation at the precipice of ruin. In the remnants of a lost past, I would find my truth. Restore darkness? But it's night out right now. What did you say, Gaia? Restore the darkness, the world flooded by light. Ah, that's it. We thought we'd restore balance to the 6 elements. Perhaps they're still too strongly aligned with the light. If that's the case, maybe we can set things right by using darkness. By using darkness? Are you serious? But hold on, it might actually work. Gaia, that's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't go that far, I just remembered what I learned during our adventures, that's all. This does mean we'll need to call in your service again, if that's alright with you. Got it. We've come this far together, we'll see our mission to the end. To Eden's core! Right, let's get started. Where are the primals line with darkness? I can't seem to recall any. Hades, yo! I mean, there isn't one. Cassian's got Zodiac may be suitable, but we need something that Rich and I has actually encountered, preferably defeated. Does it have to be a primal for it to work, or is just a lot of darkness that we need? Perhaps there are new ways to get it. Might be right, there ultimately needs a state of highly charged darkness. It shouldn't matter what form it takes. Does anything come to mind? Yeah, what about the darkness from the Crystal Tower? You mean a catastrophe that swallowed the 13th and turned it into a lifeless void? You might need something slightly on our scale. The Cloud of Darkness. Oh, that's okay, good. I can't begin to imagine how powerful it must have been. Let's say we found our perfect candidate. But where to find a suitable place, one where darkness is strong? It won't be easy to world flooded by light. Well, if I got a Warrior of Darkness and an Oracle of Darkness right here, it seems like a good enough spot to me. But we want the light-aligned ether that's all around us. That's where you come in. You can suppress the light while I draw out the darkness. By combining our powers, we make it work wherever we are. Combining our power? Yes, between us there's something we can achieve. Don't be afraid, Gaia. I'm not afraid, just very concerned that we'll go horribly wrong, which is the same thing, I suppose. Anyway, it's certainly not easy coming up with these plans by ourselves. That's true, but when it's all over, we can reward ourselves with all sorts of delicious treats at that festival. Festival? What do you mean? We spoke of it on the way here, remember? I asked if you wanted to come take part. I was busy piling a skyscraper, so I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh well, not to worry, we can talk about that later. Right now, we've got a job to do. I'll draw out the ambient ether. And I'll shift its alignment to darkness. And I will be too low of an eye level. Focus your thoughts! Yep. What do I need? 95, 85. Alright, so how close am I to 85? 79, huh? Alright. I got some 50s. Let's go, to Yulmore. Get out of here. Yeah. There we go. No. There we go. No. There we go. Don't really have enough for anything. Alright. 90. What is this? This stuff's 90. 50, yes. Okay. $90. I don't want. I don't have 825. 90. 80, 90. 90, 90. 90, 90. 90. We're so close. I see 85, 90, 90, 90, 80, 50, 90. Oh, 90, 80, 80, 80, 80. 90. What do I do the most? What do I need? I need like 200. That's gonna give me 100. Okay, stop. It's gonna give me 60, 100. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do that. Meanwhile, where are we going? Journal. What's this? You didn't. Okay, no. Alice's quest. No. No. Yeah, this one. Where's this? Oh. Oh, I need to be 485 for that too. Oh. Okay. I guess it's just... Well, I guess... I don't know. Oh. Yeah, let's just go do this. Look at this guy. I give you the Bonanza, the science fair and airship. I built her as a company project with help from our friends of the Rising Stone and named her for luck and posterity. Tadaru, this is amazing. We're able to fly just about anywhere we want. Our garments were impressive enough, but to build an entire airship, I see the analysts and I exaggerate the many talents of the science fabled coin keeper. Tee-hee-hee! I must use myself as your pilot, except the training didn't go quite as well as I hoped, but that's alright because we've hired a capable fellow here instead. This guy. The Bonanza is equipped with a full complement of mana cutters, by the way. Feel free to use them to get aground as a lab. But enough talk, it's time to fly. All aboard! Honestly, Sid would be jealous of the way the airship flies. Tatra has outdone herself. Anyway, here we're in Azazla. The Alpha report did not do the scale of this place justice. This appears to be Helix, which means we stand in the Alpha Quadrant. To the east lies the Beta Quadrant. And yes, I believe I have my bearings. It's the first time in Azazla I do have some familiarity when the place thinks to the records of the Crystal Tower. If I'm mistaken, this path leads to an Etherite beyond which there is no information terminal. I just begin research there. Why do we need... I have literally been here. I'm so confused. In terminal, a moment while I search the archives for reference to Tumbling. Okie dokie. Ah, there we are. Iconic corruption and overview. That sounds promising. Indeed, let us see what the report has to say. Confounded, the contents appear to have been deleted. What, no? Isn't that something you can do? Not from here, I'm afraid, but it may be another copy of the report exists elsewhere. The question is where to look. says the report has been written someone named Owen. It's likely he kept a copy. It's a distinct possibility, assuming he was a researcher here and will have the quarters and the happosphere. We can ascertain the details the happosphere controls. Let's return the bonanza and avail ourselves of the mana cutters. We will need them to reach our destination. Okay, you already have a suitable means of transport, don't you? No need to waste time accompanying us back to the ship, and we'll see you at the happosphere. Okie dokie. Alright, well, I guess I'll just fly my ass over there. Or I'll do this first. whatever. Jumps up to what X requires. What is this, 70? It would be great if it's conjure stuff. Pass and pass. Come on, army. Something ridiculous. So that was the wrong thing to do. Oh, we're fighting. I don't know, I start off wrong every time. Battles for 2-8. Yep. Full 5. Oh, this is a fun place.
Is a cancer! And I am the barber's blade! I'll tear you limb from limb! Escape this! Your suffering is not yet over. You will not have mercy. Agony and sorrow. Escape this. Agony and sorrow! Rush a knife through butter! Your suffering is not yet over. I'll tear you limb from limb! Escape this! my pleasure. You will not have mercy! Your suffering is not yet over. Agony and sorrow! I, the Gamnon, shall deliver the king's justice! Feel the wrath of my brothers! You will pay for what you have done with blood! This is far from finished, Guardians! Rush a knife through butter! Your suffering is not yet over. My wounds give me strength! Enough! Rush a knife through butter! Your suffering is not yet over.
Bye-bye. Sure. Nope. Wait. Nope. We all wait. Where's my phone? What do I do with my phone? Oh, army scored. Good. Oh, what the heck? Oh, there. Alright. I'm gonna try calling this guy.